Israeli authorities are under pressure to crack down on a growing number of hate crimes targeting Palestinians in the West Bank. In recent weeks, arsonists and vandals have carried out attacks on mosques, cars and olive trees in apparent revenge for Israeli moves against illegal settlement outposts.
Now, at least a dozen people have been charged over a similar attack against an Israeli army base, most of them from Jewish settlements in the West Bank. Our Middle East correspondent Ann Barker reports.
Israeli Jews donate copies of the Quran to a Palestinian town in the West Bank. They've come to show their solidarity with a community that's seen a spate of attacks and vandalism blamed on extremist Jewish settlers.
Well, I think it's disgusting, sacrilegious, and I think the educators, the rabbis, the school system which spawned these people are responsible.
A few weeks ago, residents in one town woke to find their cars had been set alight overnight. Days later, vandals attacked a nearby mosque, burning carpets and Qurans inside and graffitiing the walls.
These are criminal, we cannot, we even ask the whole world to stand with us and start putting stop for these criminals.
The arson at Buka is the latest in a series of such attacks that many blame on a policy called price tag, where Jewish extremists reportedly attack Arab mosques and property in revenge at Israeli government attempts to restrict their construction of Jewish housing in the West Bank. And hours before the mosque was burnt, Israeli authorities dismantled several homes at an illegal Jewish outpost, Mitzpah Yitzhar. And as tensions have escalated, vandals have begun to target Israeli army installations.
It's attacks on military bases in the West Bank like this one behind me that have prompted a backlash in Israel against the actions of radical Jewish settlers and their supporters.
Israeli police recently arrested 16 people suspected of price tag attacks and raided homes in Jewish settlements, although settler groups deny their residents are behind the violence and say the so-called price tag policy is a myth.
The truth is that I am not aware of a policy. I'm aware of a myth, a rumor that has received all of this media attention.
Attacks like these are on the rise, and polls show most Israelis condemn them. Only now, though, it seems authorities are finally taking notice. Ann Barker, ABC News, Jerusalem.